Hello again, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. Welcome to In Your Face. Well, we're going to continue our series of getting to know our stars here on the Prince Magnum channel. We're going to talk about Project Vera. This was Project Vera when we found her, and boy, she was in rough shape. She's not perfect yet, but she's getting to where, she's a much, much more solid machine than she was when she started off. Like Project Spirit, she has an inline 250, but unlike Project Spirit, she has a 3-speed automatic, which was absolutely perfect for Princess Faye. Princess Faye knows how to drive manual, she just doesn't like to, okay? But we know a little bit more about Project Spirit and her backstory. Well, what do we know about Project Vera? Well, her story's a little bit more vague. However, what we do know is there was a particular gentleman who lived in Farmington, and he was a very well-known gentleman, longtime member of the community. He basically, he tootled around in Project Vera for many years, kept up with her very well. Unfortunately, tragedy had to strike him and his family. He developed Alzheimer's, and he tried to hang in there. But eventually, his health had gotten to the point, his mental health had gotten to the point it landed him in a nursing home. And poor Project Vera languished, waiting for her day, for 8 years. The family, not sure what to do, was actually going to send Vera to the scrap heap. She had had a horrible accident when last year, as I'm making this video, it's November 2nd, 2016. Well, last year we had a horrible, horrible hailstorm, and it knocked out windows, knocked out power. I mean, it did a lot of damage. Well, poor Vera was one of the ones that got hurt. She's got some dents and dings from hail damage, but her driver's window was taken out, and she's got a horrible crack in her windshield. Enough that she'll still pass. It doesn't really obstruct the view, but it does take away from how nice she actually really does look. So she languished. Well, the day came when everyone in Farmington kind of knows me as the Maverick Man. That's how they joke about it. They say that Prince Magnum's the Maverick Man. He knows, he likes his Mavericks. That if you want to talk Mavericks, talk to him. That sort of thing. Yeah, that's cool and all, but with that title kind of following me, a gentleman came over to my job and he told me about Vera. Said that she would make a great parts car, and I listened to him and I said, if this car is what you're describing, it is not a parts car. This car is meant for the road. Well, I gathered up Princess Faye after work, and we went over and we took a look at Vera. And I was just delighted. I seen it, and Princess Faye, now having experience, knowing that you can take these cars, you can put them back on the road, and what it actually takes. So that's what we did. And it took us several months. Of course, we're still working on Spirit at the same time. So it made it very difficult. But Vera, after a few weeks, I mean, all total, it would have taken us 4 days to do everything, but we had to stretch it out over the course of about a month. And sure enough, just as soon as we hit that key, Vera fired right up. And she runs very smooth. She doesn't have the punch that Spirit does. Project Vera is more of a cruiser, not a bruiser, okay? And Princess Faye has instantly fell in love with Vera. Unfortunately, she doesn't really drive her that much right now because of the repairs that have to be done. She doesn't drive her because of that, but even before, she really didn't enjoy driving her all that much. But when she does, she enjoys cruising Vera, nearby Spirit. And of course, we both love our Mavericks. But Vera she definitely has a gentler personality. Now, can't she get up and go? Well, I didn't catch this on camera, and Princess Faye doesn't like me to talk about this. I was cruising down the road, and I was kind of getting on her a little, on Vera a little bit. I wanted to see what she would do. And I mean, she wasn't, some ground stomper, but we were cruising along at a good lick. Sure enough, this guy in a Fox Body Mustang gets up beside me. He's revving, and he wanted me to really get on her. So I did, and it wasn't a race. He just wanted to see good old Vera in action. And uh, thank you. I mean, I got to really see what Project Vera has, and I mean, she's not a bruiser, like I said. She's more of a cruiser, but she did an amazing job. Now, right now, we have completed a great deal on Vera. She's just about ready to hit the road. We're having a little difficulty getting the gas leak stopped on her gas tank, but it's not bad enough to replace the whole tank. So there's no sense in that. We're just going to have to keep at it until we get it. But other than that, she's ready to rock and roll, and that makes me very happy. Um, Princess Faye, Project Vera is designed. This project is designed for Princess Faye to show off her amazing abilities as an artist, her great imagination, and the fact that she is the only female gearhead that I have been this personal with. I mean, after all, I'm married to her, so how much more personal can you get? But before this, I've only known two other women. So Princess Faye is very personal to me, obviously. So this is her project showcasing her amazing abilities, her amazing artwork, and I couldn't think of a better car. And the coolest part about having Project Vera is Project Spirit has that beautiful complement sitting next to her. Project Spirit's an amazing ride herself. She's the bruiser, as I just said. Vera gets to be the gentler, sweeter cruiser. And I can't think of a much more complimenting car than that. For such two amazing rides. And we all love Vera beyond, no question about it. We all love her to pieces. And, if any of you want to argue that these cars are just cars, well, you have to understand, old cars have their own personalities. And Vera definitely has a sweet and loving personality, just as if she was a real human being. So I couldn't think of any, she just had to be showcased here on the Prince Magnum channel on the fact that we do love her so much. Well, I hope you all enjoy these segments, getting to know the stars of the Prince Magnum channel. We've talked about Princess Faye. We've talked about Project Spirit. And I know everyone loves Spirit to death. Well, now you've all got a little bit of a closer look at Project Vera. We have a total of 3 more stars to touch on. The final one will probably be the longest one because it's going to be me. But we're definitely going to talk about 2 easily forgotten by the general public as far as stars go on my channel. But we will be talking about our loving cats, Galaxy and Taver. So any of you cat lovers out there, those will definitely be for you. So, brings us to the end. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Get out there and work on a project. And hopefully it's a Maverick. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet today. Do something special for them. And above all, if nobody has told you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you.